Good afternoon, campers. We hope that you had a great day too. We're here to do our outro and our closing assembly. We want to make sure that you remember what you did today, how much you learned, and we want to talk to you about your designer's assignments, i.e. homework. So today we had the opportunity to dive into exhibition design. You all have designed your very own exhibition in your museum. We talked about the big idea. You decided on a vibe for your museum. And then you chose 5 areas of interest that someone who's visiting your museum would experience. We had guest speakers from the United States Olympic and Paralympic Museum during lunch, which was amazing. That museum is outstanding. I hope that you all got a chance to hear about about the experiences they have. They have some wonderful immersion experiences at that museum, which we hope you got inspiration from for your museum and your immersion experience. We then came back from lunch and we dove into Floor Planner. This is a wonderful program that allows you the opportunity to design your exhibition and then put some interesting objects in there to display. We can walk around these exhibitions and just have a lot of fun. We put lighting in there and we make the experience that we talked about in the big idea and the vibe come to life in this program, Floor Planner. So we hope you have fun doing all of those things. We're also going to introduce to you Minecraft today. So before we leave, we're all going to get introduced to Minecraft. We're going to sign on to our plan, and you guys are going to get ready to design your museum in Minecraft. But we want to talk about your designer assignments. We want everyone to continue their exhibition design in Floor Planner. You can continue to embellish and enhance your museum with lights and seats and podiums and all of the elements that will be displayed based on your theme. You also have in your camper packet all of the tools and materials to make a physical model. So you have been tasked and challenged to design a physical model of your exhibition space. So we hope you're very excited about that. The rest of the homework assignment will be about lighting. We're going to dive into and summarize the lighting information that we received today. And you're going to do a lighting assignment coupled with your exhibition that you design as a physical model. So we're going to bring back our lighting expert, Miss Lauren Dandridge, to talk to us about how we're going to do the lighting homework. Lauren? Yes, you do.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm super excited to have you guys start with your lighting explorations. So the first homework assignment, which you should be able to see right now, is using the Gantom light fixture, which you have in... Can I have this back to you? Thank you. Too much. Okay, so you're going to take your light fixture and then you're going to find objects in your house and try and light them. The most important part of this is making sure that you can do it in a really dark space. So if you're paying attention now, you can already see the lighting has changed on my face because I'm preparing to show you an example. So if you... So if you can find a small piece of fruit, some Legos in your house, a little statuette or toy, those are the things we really want to try and light because they have really dynamic shape and you can take your light fixture and shine them in one direction and create all kinds of cool shadows. So the slide. So you're going to see an example of the homework right now. So this is a basil plant that I had in my house. And at first, I just took the light fixture and I shined it in multiple different directions. So if you start on the left, you'll see the light coming from the top down. So remember we had that image of Yoda in the lighting presentation where the light was coming down on the top of his head and we lost all the definition down here and here and here. The same thing is happening with the basil plant. We can only see the top part, not really a lot of the definition underneath. The second one, you get the light moves more to the front, so you can have a front-on view of the light, so you can see all of the definitions of the leaves that are in the front, but you lose that information in the back. The third one going to the right is even more straight on, so there's more information and you can see really cool, crisp shadows. And then on the far right is a really cool picture with the basil plant lit with just blue light, and that's using the light fixture and the little gel swatch book that you got. In the next set of images, that we don't have access to at this moment, there is a piece of fruit. And when you light that, you'll be able to see how the color changes and how the shape of a round item changes as well. So we're just going to wait. I want to wait because I think it's really important for you to be able to see how that, oh, there we go. So there's the nectarine that I pulled out of my house. So remember that image of the Death Star. Remember how I said light helps give shape and form. So in the first image, you see just white light coming in at a diagonal angle, and you can see how the shadow is actually cascading behind it. And then we used the red gels in the swatch book that you have to create a red light on it. And because the nectarine itself already has red colors on it, those pop even more. So if we switch to the next slide, it's an example of the Lego model that some of you have already built and your spaceship. And we used the gels just to create something fun. The important part of this is learning how to see light and seeing how the color changes the material and how it interacts with the materials around it. And then finally, once you get to homework 2, this is you using the model that you're building, the exhibition, and really trying to take some pictures of that being lit. So I want to take you over here to this model and show you how you can try and do this. So there's images on the screen now. So that, what you see on the screen right now is an example of what I did here in the class. So you're going to take your light fixture. There we go. So you're going to take your light fixture, and right now it's just on and it's in white. So you can see my face looks like normal skin, my lipstick still looks red, but if you take it and you put the gel in front of it, all of a sudden the light changes color. So the gel is actually preventing the other colors of the rainbow from shining through. So what you're going to do for your second homework assignment is, instead of shining it on different objects in your house, which is not what the gallery and the museum is about, it is about lighting things up in the museum. So you can take your light fixture and actually figure out what is the most important thing you want people to see in your museum. For example, is it this item right here? Is it actually this area back here? Is it this table here? And look how the shape changes as you move the light fixture around. What do we see and what goes in shadow? Remember Yoda's face? This is the same thing happening here. Same thing here. As we move the light more to the front, you get a more flat angle, so you get to see more of the surfaces. Now, if you then take that and put the gel in front of it, you change the color of the light. And remember, we were talking about creating mood, creating drama. How do we want people to feel when they go inside of your museum? Should they feel curious? Should they feel like Darth Vader is coming? Should they feel like Luke is coming? Should they feel like they're in the swamp with Yoda? What is it that we are trying to create, and where do we want their attention to go? Now, this model is all white, but if your model has color, like this one right here, you can see that the white light is actually going to change how the space looks. And then if you put the gel in front of it, what was once red now looks somewhat purple. What was once red, now with green in front of it, kind of washes out and almost looks like brown or gray. Here with this yellow, if we put the red in front of it, now it looks, I don't know, maybe orange or salmony. Or if you put this pink one in front of it, let me move this a little bit, it looks a little different. So the light is always interacting with itself, meaning light will mix as it hits other sources of light, but it will also change with the different materials in the space. So once you do this, you're just going to document it and figure out what is the most important view of your model and just take a picture on your phone. And that's it. Have fun.
Well, campers, I hope that you enjoyed the lighting expert and all of the wonderful tips and tricks that she has shown us about how to do our models. So I'm going to have your mentors to come up and show you some of the physical models that they have done and share with you how and what we expect. Now you have all the tools in your kit to make some of these models. Here they come. These are your interns, and they also had to do the model assignment, and so they're going to show you. So we have zone 3. Zone 3.
Zone 2. Zone 1. Woo!
Thank you. So as you can see, we're excited to see what your models are going to look like. They should mimic your exact exhibition. And they should, you have everything in your kit to finish them. Thank you. So campers, that is 3 homework assignments. The first one is to finish your floor planner model of your exhibition. The second one is your lighting assignment, homeworks 1 and 2. And then there's your physical model, which you then do some more lighting assignments. So we hope that you have fun with these designers assignments, i.e. homework. We want you to know that we hope that you had a great day too. And we want to take a few moments to let you know that we're going to introduce you to Minecraft. So we need everyone to go back to their classrooms. If you're in 4 to 7 and zones 1 to 3, you have a link in to join the Zoom call so that you guys can get introduced to Minecraft. And before we leave, we're going to honor and salute our sponsors. This camp is sponsored 100% by the architecture, engineering, and construction industry. And we like to thank our sponsors, HED, ZGF, IBI, AMLI, Bester Architecture, SciArc, Stantec, KPFF, KTGY, Clark Construction, Co-Architects, Steinberg and Hart, Morrissey Architecture and Planning, Hayward, Dinwiddie, Boulder and Associates, SOM, PCL Construction, NBBJ, TCA Architects, Del Ray, Dow Bill, HDR, Edison International, Studio 111, Gruen and Associates, Moten, Craft Real Estate, EYRN, and Chew Gooding as our camp bag sponsors. We also like to thank HED for sponsoring the camper and volunteer shirts. This camp is sponsored by these wonderful industry partners, and we're just so excited to have them to support our mission of champion diversity, equity, and inclusion in the architectural, engineering, and construction profession. We do not do any of the things that we do without them and without their support. So we want to give them a big round of applause for supporting us in our mission. Thank you, sponsors. So we want
Two.
We hope that everyone had a great day too. We want to remind you of your designer assignments and to have everyone go back to the Minecraft introductory session 4 through 7 in your classrooms and 1, 2, and 3 at the Zoom link in your classrooms. Thank you very much, everybody. Day 2, it's a wrap.